supposed to be a comedy? Cool.
There was a title like that.
Well, I don't know. Is a comedy to kill your spouse?
And to Kill Your Spouse, written by Lindsay Brown. Synopsis. The open water, a small rowboat, and a marriage on the brink. Just how far would you trust your spouse? A 30-minute comedy for two characters. Characters are Gloria, married to Graham, appreciates the finer things in life and will do anything to keep them. Graham, married to Gloria, wealthy, successful, and self-serving. Setting. The play is set with a single small rowboat in the middle of the stage. The play begins with both Gloria and Graham sitting in the rowboat. Graham is rowing them out to sea. Their initial conversation is very forced, as if it's a struggle to be nice to one another.
Nice day.
Lovely.
Pause. Graham keeps rowing.
Clear skies.
Not a cloud in sight.
Pause.
Comfortable.
Very. You?
Couldn't be happier. Not too rustic for you.
Oh, I think it's quaint.
Really?
Really? I appreciate the simple things in life now and then.
Well, so do I. It reminds us how the other half lived.
Although it is quite old, I hope it's seaworthy.
Oh, I'm sure it will outlast the both of us.
I'm sure it will. And our driver is picking us up when?
I told him I would call on our return, so we have all the time in the world.
Wonderful. Another sandwich?
Not just yet. Maybe when we stop.
Gloria looks around.
We're quite a way from the shore.
Just a little bit further.
Pause. Gloria checks her phone and then holds it up higher, trying to find reception.
No luck?
Not a single bar. I haven't had any for a while now.
I'm sure you'll survive.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
You know what? I think I will have that sandwich.
He stops rowing and puts the oars back into the boat.
Far enough?
Far enough.
She passes him a sandwich from the lunch container.
It's so quiet out here.
Now a soul around. A perfect spot.
Yes. A perfect spot. Graham,
Yes, Gloria?
I know you brought me out here to kill me.
Graham starts choking on his sandwich.
But you see, darling, I'm planning on killing you first. How's your sandwich?
He looks at the sandwich in fear and then throws it overboard. Gloria laughs.
I'm not going to poison you with a club sandwich. Much too obvious. The police will be right at my door.
She offers him another sandwich from the container, but he declines.
So what's your plan?
After you.
Ladies first.
Age before beauty.
Graham sighs before relenting.
I haven't yet decided. I have a few options.
A few. Impressive.
I could shoot you.
Shoot me.
Yes.
You could, but I don't think you will.
And why not?
Because a gun wound will leave too much of a trail. I'm assuming, of course, that you were foolish enough to bring your own gun.
She looks at him and it's obvious that he did.
Amateur.
That's not my only option.
Go on.
You fell overboard. I told you not to stand in the boat, but just as usual, you refused to listen. You hit your head on the way down. I, the distraught husband, desperately tried to save you, but you got lost in the sea.
Tragic.
Isn't it? Your turn.
Oh, mine is nothing as dramatic as yours. Just a simple drowning, the boat sprung a leak. I, being the better swimmer, made it to shore. You, with your one stroke from a doggy paddle, unfortunately perished.
I do not doggy paddle.
She gives him a look.
And besides, it won't work.
Why?
Two reasons. Firstly, if the boat was leaking, I'd have put on a life jacket. They came with the hireage.
Did they?
I checked. They were there before we left.
Is that before or after I packed away all the food and drink?
Pause. Then Graham realizes what she's done.
You didn't.
Gloria just smiles. Graham checks the hole where the life jackets would be.
Unfortunately, there just wasn't room for both, and I know how hungry you get. So I just left them shore.
He shakes his head and then forces himself to control his anger.
It still won't work,
Why?
because the boat was checked out before I hired it. They'll know there were no leaks.
But what if one of us tripped over this little plug thing?
She indicates the drain plug that she's been sitting very close to the whole time.
I just didn't sit here for the view, darling. I pulled this out and the water will start pouring in pretty quickly. Especially if I accidentally lose it over the edge all in the drama.
It's a small hole. I'm sure I can find something else to fill it.
Really?
She pulls out the plug and water starts entering the boat. Graham's cool demeanor suddenly vanishes.
Gloria, what are you doing? Put it back in.
She doesn't move.
You'll sink us.
That's the plan.
Have you gone insane?
She still doesn't budge.
Gloria!
Fine.
She puts the plug back in.
Well, that's a shame. My heels are all wet now.
So that's your plan, to drown me.
Not me. You drown yourself. Caused by your own vanity refusing to put on a life jacket on before leaving shore. Just like I knew you would.
You're not guaranteed to make it either. That shore is a lot further than it looks, and it's been a long way since you were in the water. A long while since you were in the water.
Is it? Or can it be my Tuesday book club really be a ladies swimming squad?
But
And our coach, very attractive, used to be an Olympian, you know. Australian. He says I'm quite the swimmer. Your move, Graham.
Graham pulls out a Swiss Army knife from his pocket. Gloria, however, doesn't even flinch.
Oh, put it away. You know you can use it on me without pulling a bullseye on your own for murder.
I don't plan on using it on you.
He moves to the edge of the boat and holds one arm over the water. He then moves the blade up to it.
Now, remind me, dear, why is it that you never joined my family on our yearly jaunt to the Bahamas? You can't deny the launch is well appointed, and with you being quite the swimmer, could it be because of that irrational fear of sharks that you have?
She doesn't say anything.
It's a long way from here to the shore, Gloria. Who knows what's lurking beneath the surface?
This isn't the Bahamas, Graham. There hasn't been a shark sighting in years. It's too cold. The water's perfectly safe. Otherwise, I wouldn't risk it.
Just because people haven't seen them doesn't mean they're not there. Especially if you encourage them with a bit of blood.
Don't you dare.
He smiles and moves again, the knife even closer.
I'm warning you, Graham.
He moves to the point where the knife is scraping his skin.
Stop it! This isn't funny! Graham, please!
He pauses and slowly puts the knife away.
It would appear, my dear, that we are at a stalemate.
What do you want?
To be rid of you.
Getting divorced to me.
And lose half my fortune in lawyer fees? I don't think so.
As long as I get what I deserve, I'm sure the process can be amicable.
Huh! If you really believe that, you wouldn't be on this boat trying to drown me.
I told you, you drowned yourself.
Semantics. No, I think we could both agree that the only winners in a divorce would be the lawyers.
Money-grubbing pariahs. They took $50 million from the Taylors, you know.
Oh, I know. And half of that was because they couldn't agree who got the bloody dog.
Thank God you don't have a dog.
Yes, but we do have children. And that always makes it more expensive.
Speaking of children, now, is it just the 4 of them I have to worry about afterwards?
After what?
After you die.
You're assuming I die first.
Let's just run with it for now. After you die, will it just be the 4 I have to worry about? Or will there be a bastard or 2 hovering to contest your will?
2.
2? 2! And dare I ask who their mothers are?
If it comes to that, the information is all with my lawyer.
Of course it is. Well, I suppose I should thank you for your honesty.
write them out if I'm dead.
True. Jack's not yours.
Jack? He looks just like me.
Exactly. He's your brother's.
Stevens?
Of course not. He's David's.
David's?
Oh, don't look at me like that. You were in South of France at the time with all of that, with that Amazonian-looking model?
She was ambassador for the company.
Ambassador. Then I hope you paid her well for that extra services.
Well, at least you kept it in the family.
Helps to keep the fortune intact.
So what now?
I kill you.
Or I kill you?
Either way, the boat's coming back from 1% later.
The deposit's in my name.
Oh, I think it can handle losing the deposit.
Ooh, look, what's that?
What? Where?
She looks out to where he's pointing.
In the water. It couldn't be, could it?
What? What did you see?
I just thought I saw something in the water. It's probably nothing. And yet,
I told you the water is too cold, and they have a swim series here every summer, and no one has ever sighted a shark.
always a first, though, isn't there?
He smirks.
I hate you.
Ditto.
Did you ever love me?
An interesting thing to ask someone you're hoping will drown.
Humor me.
No, I can't say I ever really loved you. We had lust. My God, you used to be gorgeous. But love? No.
Graham suddenly realizes that there's water leaking into the boat. Gloria has pulled the plug out again.
Gloria, we're leaking.
Lust? 15 years and you felt lust.
You wanted honesty? I gave you it. Now put it back in.
He moves to try to take it from her.
Don't you dare.
She holds the plug over the edge.
You don't want to do that.
I loved you. With all of my heart, I loved you. And you felt nothing?
If the boat goes down, so do you. And the sharks will tear you limb from limb.
I don't care. I'll take my chances. 15 years of my life. Wasted.
She goes as if to throw the plug.
Gloria, don't. Just tell me what you want.
I want my youth back.
You know I can't give you that.
I want the country house.
You can't be serious.
Oh, I'm serious, deadly.
Never.
Then enjoy your swim.
Once more, she goes to throw the plug.
Wait, okay? You can have the country house. Just put the plug back in.
And the vineyards.
Like hell, you. No!
She catches the plug.
Fine. You can have the vineyards and the country house. Just put in that stupid plug.
Gloria very calmly puts the plug back in and sits back down.
And you can have the townhouse.
How very kind of you.
Well, I suppose I'm so rarely in the city.
Graham, more confident now that the plug is back in, starts negotiating with what he wants.
I want the company shares
If you wish.
and the car collection.
Not
All of it.
Then I'll keep the jewelry, including the family heirlooms.
You mean my family heirlooms?
Well, they're so very pretty on me.
Not a chance.
Then get prepared and get wet.
She leans towards the sink plug.
It's a shame, though, because my shoes are already ruined.
She pauses for him to relent.
You are a piece of work.
I should take that as a compliment.
You really want the jewelry?
Yes.
Then you can have it.
She sits back up and smiles.
If you can pass a lie detector test, I want you to prove that you did actually love me.
Didn't I just say?
Oh, that little burst of emotion? It was impressive, I'll give you that. And I would so like to believe it was true, to believe it to be true, that you want me dead out of necessity, not from lack of love. And yet,
I loved your money. And your body. Well, the way it used to be.
He can't help but laugh at her honesty.
well played, Gloria. Well played.
So what now?
I don't know. You still want me dead?
That depends
On.
on whether we can continue negotiations amicably.
We've done well so far.
We have, haven't we?
So the country, home, and vineyard go to you. The townhouse to me. I have the cars and the vineyard share and the company shares. Jewelry is still a negotiation. What else do we need to cover?
Well, there are the antiques. We've amassed quite a collection. Well, might I suggest that they stay with whichever house they're currently in? It will save the moving costs,
Meaning you end up with most of them.
perhaps.
I'll give you the antiques, but I want the season tickets to the football and the ballet.
But you hate the ballet.
It's not for my benefit.
So your current mistress likes the ballet. Fine. The seats are yours, but I get first pick of the staff.
Agreed. Now is that it? Have we covered everything?
They both do an internal inventory.
I believe so.
So do I. Huh. That was easier than I thought it would be.
And nobody needed to die.
Always a bonus.
Now, shall we return to shore? This boat is really in the pits.
I thought you called it quaint.
I lied.
What the lady wants, the lady shall get.
Grant picks up the oars and starts rowing them back to shore. There's quiet contentment between them. Brandon starts to whistle. Gloria suddenly remembers one more shared asset.
Wait,
What?
the children.
What about the children?
We forgot to decide who gets them.
He keeps rowing.
Graham, stop rolling.
Oh, Gloria.
No, we need to decide. Stop.
He reluctantly stops rowing and puts the oars down.
There. Are you happy now?
My duty. So what do? We need to decide. We need to decide something.
There's nothing to decide. They go with you, obviously.
Why me? Obviously.
Because you're their mother.
And you're their father.
But I have work.
So do I.
You decorate homes,
I have a national interior design company.
which my business supports. No, you can take them all. I'll pay for an extra nanny.
I'm not taking off 4 children. I mean it.
She looks again at the sink plug.
You can't keep using that card.
Can't I?
Fine. We'll take 2 each.
Which 2?
Well, obviously, I'm not taking Jack.
See, I knew I should have told you. You're treating him differently now.
You can't expect me to choose him. No, I'll take Thomas and Pear.
What's wrong with Jillian?
Nothing's wrong with Jillian. She's just weird. But I'll take her if it means I don't have to have Jack.
Fine. I'll take Kara and Jack, and you get Jillian and Thomas.
But I'm sending them to boarding school. You can send them at 6, can't you?
5. And I'll send the other 2 as well. That way they can't accuse us of splitting them up.
But I'll see if you can get a family discount.
Good thinking.
Now is that it? Can I keep rowing?
You may.
He picks the oars back up and continues rowing. Gloria allows herself to relax.
You know, it really isn't that hard.
What?
This whole amicable divorce thing. Perhaps I should write a book about it. And I know just what I'll call it. Amicable to Death. I think it's catchy. What do you think?
I think I'd expect a cut.
And I'll dedicate it to you, of course, to my darling Graham. May I be the only wife who wishes you dead.
He says nothing but continues to row.
Graham,
Yes, Gloria.
would you really have killed me?
Most likely. You.
Oh, absolutely. I would have happily left you to drown.
Good to know.
But at least now I don't have to play the grieving widow. Ugh, how exhausting would that have been? Sandwich?
No, thank you.
She helps herself to one of their supplies.
Tell me, how did you know
What?
that I was planning on killing you today?
Because I wanted you to.
What?
Graham nearly drops the oars in surprise.
Careful, dear. You don't want to drop those.
seeds?
Oh, no, just the usual. Adding movies to your watch list. You've watched quite a few nautical ones lately, haven't you? Then there was leaving the newspaper open on a horror divorce article, on horror divorce articles. Remember that poor Gorson couple? And the children were quite a great help as well.
The children?
You didn't enjoy your present from Jack.
The book?
A bestseller about a man who kills his wife on a boating trip. I did wonder if that one was a little obvious, but then in for a penny, in for a pound.
Well. I guess I underestimated you.
You have our entire marriage.
Have I? Perhaps I have.
There's a slight shift in the air, and Graham starts to see his wife in a different light. He stops rowing.
You know, there's something rather intriguing about a cunning woman.
Is there?
Something quite sexy.
He starts to bring the oars in.
And you know that making a deal always makes me
Honey.
amorous.
Oh, Graham, I'm trying to kill you.
I tried to kill you first. We can call it foreplay.
The oars are in, and he shifts closer to her.
What makes you think I'm in the mood?
Money. You just got a lot of it. You got a lot of it today. And we both know how much turns you on. Doesn't it?
It might.
So, what do you say? Shall we?
What about the boat? It's not very comfortable. And there's not enough room.
Then we shall have to be creative. Are you still doing your yoga?
I might be.
Good. So,
You're not allowed to talk.
neither are you.
And I want to be on top.
To begin with.
And the Porsche? I want it.
Then take one more of the children.
Ever.
There's a moment standoff, and it's obvious that they both find it sexy.
No child, no Porsche.
The Porsche? No.
He suddenly kisses her, and at first she's surprised, then returns it encouragingly.
Oh, Lord.
Shh. No talking.
The kiss becomes increasingly physical. Graham lies back on the jacket, Gloria climbs on top. He can't help but make excited noises, but each time he speaks, she quiets him. Suddenly, there's a stroke of lightning, and Gloria pulls back.
What was Graham? Was that lightning?
Of course not.
He pulls her back into his arms. Thunder can be heard from afar, quietly at first.
I think that was thunder.
I'm sure it's nothing.
He tries again to continue the seduction. At first, it's successful, but then there's another round of lightning, and she bolts up.
Graham!
What?
That was lightning.
Graham, still in a daze, slowly sits up. There is the sound of the thunder, this time louder. Gloria shrieks. Graham quickly climbs out from under her.
Don't panic. I'm sure it's miles away. We just need to head back to shore, quickly.
He picks up the oars and starts rowing. Gloria holds onto the edge of the boat, and panic is in the air.
You're not rolling fast enough.
I'm trying.
Oh God, look over there. The sky is practically black.
Where the hell did that come from?
And the swells picked up. Did you even check the weather report?
It was blue skies before.
It's spring, you fool! You know how changeable it gets.
If you're so clever, then why didn't you check?
It's getting closer.
No kidding.
The rain starts.
Oh, Graham, it's raining. Do you know how much this outfit costs?
Oh, shut up and help me row.
Me? I don't know how to row.
Then learn fast. There's an extra set of oars in the back. Unless, of course, you left those behind as well.
She glares at him, reluctantly moves to find the spare oars. The rain starts to get heavier.
I've got them. Now what do I do?
Stick them in the water and bloody row.
Don't yell at me.
As she tries to get back to her seat, she trips and accidentally pulls out the sand club. She looks up at Graham, who soon realizes that more water is seeping into the boat.
You idiot!
I didn't do it on purpose.
Put it back in.
She's searching for the club.
I can't find it.
What?
I said I can't find it.
Well, without that plug, this boat is going to sink.
It's gonna be here somewhere. It's gotta be here somewhere.
She cannot find it.
I think it fell overboard.
The rowboat is sinking faster.
I'm going to die. I'm going to die at sea. With you.
Gloria gives up on the plug and instead takes Graham's jacket from the seat and stuffs one of the sleeves into the hole, twisting it on to try to jam it.
That's not going to work.
You should at least slow it down unless you got a better plan.
He doesn't. in and they both flip the plug.
See, it's working, Ish. Now what?
Don't look at me. I'm not the one who lost the damn plug.
Useless! That's what you are. We need to flip the boat over.
What?
We flip it over like in that movie we saw. Then we use the boat as a buoy. We can float on it.
Then what?
Then once the higher place realizes that we have it returned, they'll send someone out to get us. We'll be safe.
Gloria, proud of her plan, makes the first moves to flip the boat, but Graham stays still.
And how are they going to find us?
My GPS. It may be out of service, but they can still track it now. Come on, help me.
There's no point.
What? Why?
Because I turned your GPS off.
What? When?
Probably whilst you were throwing away the life jackets.
How could you be that stupid?
Oh, that's the pot calling the kettle black.
Gloria momentarily contemplates her next move and then starts to take her shoes off.
Then I'm gonna have to swim for it.
What?
I'll swim to shore and I'll send back help.
You'll never make it.
I told you I've been doing swim club.
Look at the current, Gloria. It's picked up with the storm. If you try and swim, you'll only get pushed out to sea further.
I've got at least try. We've only got a little while until the boat starts filling up again. I'll take my phone and swim until I get some sort of reception.
She searches for her phone.
Help me!
They both look for the phone. Graham finds it first. She puts her hand out to take it from him, but he pauses.
Graham!
How do I know you'll send back help?
What? Of course I will. Why wouldn't I?
Because only half an hour ago, you were plotting my murder.
That was different.
Was it? No. I will not let you leave me.
He throws the phone into the sea.
What the hell did you do that for?
I'm not dying out here alone.
So we both died then?
If we have to.
You are unbelievable. You know what? Screw it.
She starts taking off excess layers of clothing and moves to the edge of the boat, ready to climb overboard.
Where are you going?
Swimming to shore.
I told you, you'll never make it.
I'd rather die trying, and if I do make it, I'll be sure to send the rescue boat in the wrong direction.
She's sitting right on the edge, facing the sea.
So long, my darling.
Just as she's about to jump, Graham suddenly leaps up, grabs the knife, and stabs her in the arm. She screams and falls back into the boat.
Oh my God! Ah! You stabbed me! You stabbed me!
Just try and swim from me now. With all that blood pouring out of your arm, the sharks will be able to smell you from a mile away.
I told you, there are no sharks around here! Ah!
Really? What's that thing?
He indicates a shape in the water. She sees it too and can't help but let out a scream.
They could smell your blood already.
She realizes she's been holding her arm over the edge. She quickly pulls it back and tries to stop the bleeding. This hurts even more.
Still keen for this swim?
Oh, shut up! I hate you! I hate you more than I hated you, anyone in my entire life!
Oh, trust me, dear, the feeling is mutual. Oh, look, there's more of them.
He indicates more shapes in the water.
For fuck's sake, Graham!
Gloria looks like she's about to pass out from both the pain in the arm and the fear of the shark.
I think I'm gonna be sick!
She sits down, trying to force herself to calm her breathing. Graham starts to take off his belt.
Here, use this to stop the bleeding.
He sits down next to her and wraps it around her arm.
That hurts!
Then stop moving.
She forces herself to stay still and breathe whilst he finishes tightening it.
There, it's done. That should slow the blood down.
Thank you.
There's a pause as they both take a moment to contemplate their situation.
We're going to die, aren't we?
Probably. But at least we won't die alone.
I can feel the water seeping in again.
He looks down.
It's pulling around the edges of the sleeve.
Can you stop it?
We'll probably start going under soon.
Oh, God. We're gonna die. Did you never really love me? Ever?
I love you too much. That's the problem.
Liar. Thank you.
What the lady wants, the lady shall get.
She smiles gratefully, then leans in to kiss him. He returns the kiss, placing the knife down in the process. Gloria grabs the knife and stabs him in the back. He screams.
What the fuck? Gloria, you stabbed you when I had the chance.
Stop rocking the boat!
I'm bleeding out here.
Unless you want me to stab you again, stop rocking this fucking boat!
He moans loudly, then forces himself to stop. She puts the knife down, the boat slowly stops rocking. They both tend to their own wounds. Presence of death is looming. It's their last chance to make peace.
I can feel it start sinking.
And soon the water will be filled with our blood.
How much do you think it will hurt being eaten by sharks?
Probably about as much as being stabbed.
They look at each other and can't help but smirk in their pain.
Come here.
He pulls her in for a bloody embrace. They both moan in pain from knocking their wounds, but don't let go. It's better than dying alone, and it's strangely a tender moment.
So this is it.
This is it. At the least, the lawyers didn't get anything.
We showed them.
They hold each other.
See you in hell, my dear.
See you in hell.
They share a final kiss as the lights slowly fade. Death is imminent. There's increasing sounds of the sinking boat and the splash of them falling into the water. We're left with the sound of their final screams and Gloria yelling out, "Take him first! Take him first!"
Oh my goodness.